Lisa is back performing her solos, but this time at the Global Citizen Festival in New York City.
New York.
There was a lot of conversation, controversy, articles, ratings, rankings with her VMA stuff. Like a lot of people ranked her the lowest, other people ranked her like in the top 3. We saw the rankings, we discussed it internally, and I genuinely could not be discuss that publicly because I think the product that Lisa
irrelevant, though.
Yeah, it just became a bit like who actually cares? I think if you know about the product of Blackpink, if you know about Lisa, if you've seen them perform live, it's been very rare when we've seen any fans go to Blackpink concerts or go see Lisa live, and then they're dissatisfied after. So if the market is happy, who cares what their articles say? That's certainly my point of view, even though we're reviewers ourselves. However, I wanted to check out the fan cams this time so we could then place a judgment on whether, you know, how much of this is track, how much of this is vocal splitting, how much of this is the infamous lip syncing. And she did about 3 songs, and then she also sang an unreleased version of this, Moonlight Lit Floor, something like that.
Moonlit Floor.
That's right. So we'll check out everything. Let's give it a watch.
I love the songs though. The songs are freaking
slaps.
Banging.
It's mad how quiet the audience is. I mean, they're directed to be this quiet, I think.
Yeah, because this is televised. This is all track.
Yeah, this is all track.
This is all track. There's not even a split here.
Yeah.
I wonder what the situation for the sound check was for this. Maybe they didn't have time for a sound check.
It's interesting as well because a lot of these shows or like festivals, as we've always said before, they're not the most fair representation of what the artist actually sounds like, because
also they're not very generous because there's a lot of things happening in the same lineup.
Correct.
And everything's very fast moving.
So that example is, for example, like that's what track usually sounds like.
That's full on track.
You know, she's basically doing a performance, and then there's the music. And obviously, she is not singing here. She does have a low split on, tiny.
Yeah, very tiny.
So
though,
when obviously her mic is on, as it fucking should be. But there are sections in which she obviously decides not to sing, and then because there's so many vocal layers in the track, this is the problem as well with just the style of like studio music like this. Even if she had a live band, she would still need a bunch of vocal chops and a bunch of like backing vocalists to sort of make this sound so girthy. But because it's a festival, it's quite fast. Get set up, perform, get fucked.
Yeah, and actually, this gives a lot of confidence and safety to the singer, especially somebody so dance forward.
Yeah,
like
so
Lisa
performance heavy
as a performer. Yeah.
And I think like, look, say for example you're like a very big fan, like, you know, we obviously like a ton Lisa. Like I think she's still, in my opinion at the moment, probably still one of the strongest performances and live dancers in the world. Is undisputable. So if, say for example, you're a fan, then someone's criticizing to you like, oh look, fuck, you know, the chick is like lip syncing, or like Lisa lip synced in this performance, and then you go, it's like, well, first of all, it's like the song she's singing, right? That first of all, that isn't even a songy song. Right, there's like some rapping sections here and there, which obviously she sings on or she raps on,
But
and there's some singing sections.
Speech quality kind of singing. It's not really like she's out here belting her little heart out.
Yeah,
you know?
If you want those types of performances, which I think, because YG listens to criticism.
But this is loud.
Well, let me fucking finish my point. YG listens to criticism, right? So I think in the next generation of Blackpink, when they start touring and stuff like that, I think you're gonna get a new, quite different side vocally from Blackpink. Now from Loud and Jisoo's own agency and Lisa's own agency, Rosé's and Jennie, whatever happens here, they are also, this is like their entree. This is them making an impact in the world scale, not just like K-pop or anything like that. There's everything. They're also listening to criticism, and they're also listening to this aspect of things. And I think I wouldn't be that surprised if like all of a sudden Lisa in the next month or something drops like an acoustic fucking thing,
Yeah.
and then or a ballad or something like that, and then everyone's
put
like,
some of this criticism to rest.
correct, because the chick is like, she can sing, I'm sure she can, but in these types of performances, it's like this ain't the product that you're looking for.
The environment doesn't allow for that either. I think that's something that a lot of people have to take into consideration when you see a festival like award shows, kind of this type of showcases. They are so
I'm not
accidented naturally.
like, she's not hiding it to anyone.
Exactly.
I hate the fact that people try to pretend like, oh, she doesn't sing. Well, she fucking lowered the mic. See, it's like a soft split there.
Yeah, but it's more about what she's actually portraying on stage, and like the dancers and the light show and her presence on stage.
And also, here's my other
These
logic.
songs are not about her vocals.
No, it's like, it's a song.
It's about the brand, though.
Here's my other thing as well. If you're criticizing Lisa for doing this, then you have to criticize half of the fucking industry for doing the same. From the US, especially. And then in K-pop, it's even different. It's even worse. But maybe about the same. But see, if you're criticizing this, it's like, well, let's criticize all the other fucking performances the same way. The only reason why they're criticizing Lisa that much is because the chick is fucking popular. Mad popular. And here's where we stand personally on the whole aspect of like lip syncing and the vocal splitting and not performing live. At least personally, this is where I stand on it. It genuinely depends on the product you're selling me. If you're selling me that you're Elvis Presley, or that you can sing like Adele, or that you can sing like Elton John, and your songs are Elton John-ish, or you're basically trying to be the next Harry Styles, I'm going to judge you in that same parameters, in those same level of and that standard. I'm going to use a different criteria to judge and review your performance. If what you're telling me is, I performed this studio song, look at the video, look at the dancing, I'm one of the best dancers in the world.
Yeah, you know it, for example, when you...
Experience.
And you know it's straight away from the type of genre you're diving into. You don't expect your favorite rappers to be out there sounding like they sounded in the studio.
Get fucked.
That's not gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
You know that as an audience member, you already know that, and you buy the ticket regardless because you know what you're gonna get.
Yep.
However, when people, I agree with Efra, when you're being marketed as an artist, as acoustic singer-songwriter, and then you go on stage, and then you have a whole load of freaking post-production on top of you, pitch correction and auto-tune and all this stuff to make you sound awesome on stage, then I'm gonna judge that.
Yeah.
But in this type of case, we knew from the beginning, the first time we heard these songs are gonna be difficult to perform live without a split, without an actual layered track, because the songs lack girth if you take some of those things away. And I'm not taking away the capability that maybe she'll be able to sing these things live. Maybe. Probably. You know,
I'd love to see her like in her actual show where she's like super comfortable.
That's not
with her own
in
production.
The question, though, because it's not about that. She's selling a new brand. She's selling a brand new product. And I think you're buying into the performance. You're buying into the new look. You're buying into the whole rebranding situation. You know. And
also, we've seen the girls perform live. Like we reviewed them ourselves, and our reviews out there, and we've discussed with other people inside the industry and stuff with Blackpink. Blackpink are one of the most interesting sort of products in the whole of K-pop, and actually, the one performer we were immensely impressed with when we saw and reviewed Blackpink live was Lisa.
Yep.
Both vocally, rapping wise, and performing well. We're like, what the fuck? This chick is like nuts.
That girl's dynamite.
Yeah. So it's like. So
that's what you're buying.
Personally, I don't have any sort of questions into that, but I can understand as well why some people. It doesn't bother me either. Yeah, neither. I can understand though why some people from different industries, or just different point of view, are like, well, if you're saying you're going to be performing live, I presume the vocals are also going to be live, and that's actually a fair point. See, she does have a soft split here.
I'm not gonna lie, her dancers are
mate, what an experience.
Hot. Fire! I freaking love this track, you know? I'm obsessed with this track. I play it all the time.
But it's a fucking show and a half, mate. Oh.
Did she just step on her dancers to get back up on the platform?
We win.
That is so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. But you see, the gain is different here.
Thank you for coming here to enjoy this stage with me. Thank you to all my amazing dancers.
Oh, this was the last thing. Maybe she was just tired.
She was okay. She's
This is the
closing here.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, me, that song
Nice.
slaps.
Oh, frigging fire.
Okay, so this is the new one. She's way more forward here. See, okay, so this is perfect example. She actually was a bit more forward than in all the other tracks in the first 20 seconds. And then here, where's the most vocal choppy bits, it becomes a completely different... Yeah, because I don't think people understand, like, those vocal chops...
No, okay, think about it.
Don't sound like that live.
When you are using breathy-like qualities in studio, it's very easy to do this. It's very easy because these microphones do all the work, basically. And then you have this genius on the booth that even amplifies it and makes it even better. But what happens when you're live and you're moving around and there's a ton of other things that you are thinking about? Your voice changes, it shifts. Try it in your normal day life, it will change.
Oh, she can carry. Hey, yeah. Oh, she's here. What the?
I love what she's wearing, you know?
Yeah, yellow suits the girl so well.
I wonder who's the producer of that.
Because this
I
song
got
low-key
questions about those
slaps.
credits. Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, it's a reflection. I'm like, hey, yo, they got Lisa Doppelganger. Under the Paris.
Twilight, yeah.
Paris really made an impact on the chick, didn't she?
Well, it is a nice city. It's
Fucking
a
hell.
cool city for the art.
See, she's a tiny bit forward here. I mean, I would like to see her in an environment in which she's just 100% with no vocal splits or anything like that.
And this would be the song that you want to hear it in.
Correct. This is what I'm telling you. I think they're paying attention. Loud and the Liz, and I think
it would be cool to see like an acoustic version of this, like a studio version of this.
Yes,
would be dope.
Yes, but I genuinely, and I mean, we are music purists. Like, I have gone hard at other specific sort of performances in which it's obvious they're not singing, or this deserves criticism, or this doesn't, or it's lack of management, or this is just a bad decision for that. And then people start questioning whether the girl can even sing, or the girls or the boys can even sing. So I think obviously here they're doing the max they can possibly do with the skill set provided, with the time provided, with the artists you're working with the songs that you're working with. It would be completely different if they had a live band. It would be completely different if this was her own show.
Yeah, totally.
But I think if you're a fan,
the facilities needed to be different.
I think if you're a fan, this was clean. Like,
this was awesome.
This was,
I think you go to if you bought a ticket for the show, you came back satisfied and
I
happy.
would presume
and it would be like that was a fire show.
Do correct me if you think I'm wrong. If you did go and perhaps you were like, oh, I can tell the girl's not singing and I don't like this experience.
Yeah, let us know if you
put it in the comment section below. I think it all matters depending on the crowd, depending on the market you're appealing to, and depending on the product that you're selling. Aside from that, let us know your thoughts. Very curious. Goodbye.